Hi, I'm Nick Huston here for Gotham Sound and Communications. Today, showing off the Betso WTCS-1 timecode slate. It's Betso's timecode slate enabled with all the Betso fun stuff that you were used to with the TCX2 and the S-Box 1 and the S-Box 2. So this is the slate. It's about the same size as your standard compact slate. It's made out of aluminum for the body, and it's got wooden clappers on it. It's got these really interesting reflective stripes on it, so probably for shooting in the dark so you can see really where the sticks end. One cool thing about the physical aspect of this slate is it's got a built-in retractable handle, so it can sit flat or you can hold it like this. It also has a built-in place for your thumb, so you can very quickly and easily go, marker, like that. Other neat thing, let's turn it on and take a look. You see it's got a really nice LED display with a really decent amount of brightness on it. A lot of different pixels on there, so if one pixel goes out, it's not a big deal. The slate will still work. And variable brightness that's really easy to change that goes all the way up only to 9. It doesn't go to 11. But as you can see, way too much for our studio, but if you were shooting outdoors, you would be able to see these no problem. The other thing, it has auto brightness all the way down, and it's very difficult to see. Wow, it's really difficult to see. But there is a little bit of a backlight that comes on and off, so that if you are shooting in the dark, you'll be able to backlight your letters, so you'll be able to see. And other than that, it's a standard faceplate. Yeah, it's a standard faceplate that has that you can write on with dry erase markers and all that fun stuff. So the Betso slate is powered off of 6 AA batteries. So if you take a look, here's the AA battery compartment. There's a AA battery compartment. It's got this neat little twisty door that then locks in. And when you turn it on, the power button's on the side, right above that. It turns on, and you can see. So number one, here's the display, so you can see it. And then if you push the power button while it's closed, it actually shows you how much voltage is left on the battery. So right now we've got a pretty full battery. Batteries last about 60 hours of actual use time, but 600 hours in standby. So theoretically, you wouldn't have to change your batteries on this thing for a week. And that's with the slate open, the slate closed, and all that. Other neat thing is you see these 2 little lights here. There's one light there and one light there. So when people are syncing to, when they're not using the time code and they're syncing to the sticks, a lot of times they're just looking for the exact moment when the sticks close. It can be a little bit tricky to find that moment. So with these lights right here and here will actually blink when you close the slate, which is pretty neat. So let me show you just how to jam it. So there's a couple of different ways to jam it. You can just take a normal timecode box, any real timecode source. I'm just using an S-Box 1 because it's what we have on hand. But it's got your standard 5-pin LEMO on the side. So we're just going to go ahead and plug that in. And you see it says jamming, and there's a little status indicator while it reads it. And boom, now we have our timecode jammed. And they're both set together. I don't know if we can see that or not, but yeah, there we go. So now that the timecode's jammed, that's great. This also has built-in wireless capabilities, so there's a couple of different ways that it can do wireless capabilities. So number one, if you had another Betso product, like let's say another Betso slate, you could have one of them be the master and one of them be the slave. And so right now this one is transmitting to this one. And I actually meant to turn this one off so that you would see it kind of magically have the same time code. So we'll just try it again, and boom, it picks it up automatically. So this will work with any of the RF-enabled Betso products, a TCX2, S-Box 2 RF, anything like that. The other thing that's cool is that in terms of wireless timecode, it does interface with Movie Slate, which is something that has become more and more popular on film sets where people want to have all of their information in one. So if we were to fire up Movie Slate here, if I was to find it on our home page, there it is. So you would connect to the slate via Wi-Fi, and Movie Slate will read the time code. We'll listen for the time code over the Wi-Fi. So you can see now Movie Slate has the time code. And then one thing that's really cool is you can actually use Movie Slate to push information to the slate itself. So if we look, and let's go back to our shot of the slate. We do that, okay. So right now, Movie Slate has Scene 1A take 6 up. When we open the sticks, Scene 1A take 6, time code comes back, marker. And I have it programmed to do Scene 1A take 6, roll 1. But there's any number of settings that you can do. They call it the credit roll. There's any number of settings that you can do to have Movie Slate push information to the digital display on this. So if you have a script supervisor that's taking notes like that and wants to adjust the slates, or you have camera department that's using it to adjust to do their camera reports, or if you as a sound mixer are using Sound Devices 6 series and are using Movie Slate to interface with that, if you already have it on set, you can also use that to remote control the slate, which is pretty neat. And probably the coolest thing about this slate that I have not seen anywhere else is that when you flip it upside down, the numbers flip right side up. So it makes it very easy to read. And in terms of the menu system, there's a full menu system. There's no dip switches or anything like that. It's pretty easy to navigate. It all works the same as other Betso products. So you would just push and hold set to get into the menu, use the up and down arrows to shuttle through your different settings. So you've got display settings, time code settings, your wireless settings, special, which is for firmware updates, which you can do yourself because there's a USB port on this, and any system settings. And then you would just go into that and you can see all the different versioning and all that stuff and make your changes. And so that's the Betso slate. It's priced competitively with all the other slates out there. We like it quite a bit, and it's available for purchase now. So one last cool thing about the Betso slate is that it does come with its very own hard case. Anyway, that's the Betso WTCS-1. Thanks so much for watching. You can watch this video and others in our archives at gothamsound.tv. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter for all the latest news. And if you have any ideas or questions, please email us at info@gothamsound.com.